I want a big potbelly welcome. I want you to welcome to the stage Darien Brown. Let's go!
Hello, Canberra. Are you well?
Yeah!
All right, I love it. I love that raw enthusiasm and excitement, because you know what they say, what happens in Canberra stays on 9 News. Yeah, but some things I should tell you about myself. I'm autistic. Yeah, I have Asperger's syndrome, and as a result, I get a lot of weird reactions and comments from different people. I once had this guy come up to me after a show and said, "Hey, mate, I didn't know that disabled people were funny." So I just said, some of us are in the Olympics and are well equipped with technology. He didn't know what I meant. But no, it's good to be here. Like I said, having Asperger's is tough because there's many downsides to having this sort of disability. For example, they would never let people like me in the military. And the reason being is we're too easily distracted. Because you could have just the normal soldiers, they'd just be shooting, doing their job. Autistic soldiers, they're distracted counting grenades. But having a disability like autism or Asperger's, it's not all bad. I mean, it has its upsides. We never play along. Imagine an autistic person in prison. Who's your daddy? Not you, that's for sure. And I'm single, you probably guessed that. But I once read an article in a magazine that said when some guys have been on a couple of dates, they have a habit of using certain letters from the alphabet to describe the girl that they've been dating. Yeah, so I thought, all right, I'll give this a try. Describe how they feel about her, of course. Yeah, if I was out with a woman, I'd just say, you know what you are? You're A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Well, what does that mean? Amazing, beautiful, cute, dazzling, elegant, funny, gorgeous, and hot. Aww, that's so sweet. What about I, J, and K? I'm just kidding. Mercy. Yeah, the guy's loving it up the back. Yeah, but it's tough being single because I ask a lot of women. Oh, I should clear that up, by the way. I'm attracted to women, just in case you had doubts. Because, I've had that awkward situation when a girl tries to hook me up with another guy. Because here's the thing. The thing is, I could never be gay. Yeah, it's true, I can never be gay because my skin's too pale and I can't dance that well. And believe me, those aren't my words, they're my parents'. But I ask a lot of women, it's like, what do you look for in a guy? And this is what they say. Well, if he's got big feet, size 11, see me after the show. Or if he's got big hands or a big nose, I'm thinking he better be packing because that's one goofy looking guy. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff's been happening a lot lately. The weather, it's crazy because there's been bushfires, hurricanes, floods, cyclones, tsunamis, tornadoes, the works. I just can't help thinking that in this kind of situation, God is just nothing but an evil magician just holding out a giant deck of cards going, pick a catastrophe. But in many other issues, like the debate on gay marriage, for example, first of all, I don't even know why the debate on gay marriage is an issue. Because in my mind, everyone deserves the right to get married, no matter what the sexuality. Who agrees? All right, good. Thank you. I was glad I got a response like that. It's awesome. But every time people suggest this, the church always disagrees. They're like, oh no, we can't let gay people get married, because if the gays get married, it'll ruin the sanctity of matrimony. Plus, marriage is a sacred ceremony. It's sacred. No, it's not. Not when they have TV shows like The Farmer Wants a Wife, or shows like Millionaire Matchmaker, or Beauty and the Geek, or Who Wants to Marry Kyle Sandilands. Right. Well, like I said, but luckily Barack Obama, the genius that he is, he's coming up with a plan which is basically to try and legalize it, which is great. I think gay marriage should be legalized, because if it gets legalized, gay people can get married, have a child, and buy all the Glee DVDs they could possibly want. Yeah, plus, I love the fact how Barack Obama is president of the United States, because let's face it, none of us were a huge fan of Bush, were we?
No.
Yeah, none of us were. And the reason why I wasn't a huge fan of Bush is because the man would just make a total fool out of himself, especially during a press conference. Like, he'd just be at the conference, a journalist would be like, Mr. President, it's been a while now, but what are you going to do about Katrina? We're gonna find her. That's right. And we're gonna bring Katrina to justice. We have reason to believe Katrina's in cahoots with Al-Qaeda. Qaeda, Katrina, they both start with a K. So yeah, before I started doing comedy, I was a student. Any other students in the room? Wow, tickets are clearly not expensive enough. But yeah, I was a student. I went to a good school. I was part of a special needs class, and yeah, that's the joke. So, but despite that, I learned all the regular subjects. You know, like maths, science, history, geography, and what's that subject where everybody talks in a funny language no one can understand? What is it? Someone help me out here. What is it?
English. French.
Yeah, no, English. Yeah, someone forgot to say spoiler alert. All right. Yeah, but like I said, I did it was nice being a student back in school. It was nice going to school because I learned certain things that I didn't know. Did you know that fast food isn't hitting a kangaroo at 110 k's an hour? Yeah, did you know that dolphins are just gay sharks? Did you know that cauliflower's just scared broccoli? But yeah, I just wanted to leave you on one final note. I've watched a lot of apart from all the celebrities I've seen on TV, yeah, and all the comedians. You know who else is a funny man? My dad. Yeah. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Dad could do anything and it would be funny. He could fall asleep and it would be funny. Generally because he fell asleep whilst his head was inside the toilet. Yeah, I'd just like to leave one more thing. I come from a pretty small family, and the most common question, because my mum has 3 kids, most common question asked is, who's the favourite? So one day, I asked my mum this. I'm like, Mum, I don't mean to bother you about this, but out of all of us kids, who's the favourite? And I swear to God, she just looks at me and says, I don't have any favourites, Darien. I love you all equally, just not at the same time. All right, well, Potbelly, Canberra, you guys have been excellent. Thank you for making me feel welcome. Good night.
Fantastic. Darien Brown, keep it going. Woo!